So Jerry here again. I want to tell you a little story about the title of my upcoming show. This is a mask that I made for this photograph I'm working on. And here is an early version of the print that still needs work. I still have to darken various areas. But this little girl I'm going to use in the opening as the opening photograph. My show is called The Train is Coming, Portraits from Klong Toey, Slum. And it's kind of a weird title. And the reason I chose it, they asked me for a final title selection, and I was coming up with all kinds of pretentious titles like Vision This and Humanity That, and it seemed, I don't know, so full of myself, so bullcrapish. So I decided that I wanted to do something that was honest and something that told a story. I decided I wanted to use a title of something that was said to me while I was photographing in the slum. So I thought about that for another night. And the only thing I could come up with was the Train is Coming, which is a story related to the Klong Toey slum area. Here's another image that I don't think I'm going to include in the show. It's not sharp enough. People sleeping right in the slum canal area. This is a mask. But in the Klong Toey slum area, they have railroad tracks that go right down the middle of the slum. I don't know if I have a print here of that. And slum shacks on both sides. Let me look through here. Here's another shot of the people sleeping. And I wanted to tell a story related to this because I was photographing in this area. All these prints aren't going to be in the show. I was photographing in this area, and the people are very aware of the oncoming trains, and they move out of the area when the trains come through, which aren't moving very fast, but are quite dangerous, as you would imagine. Even the children are really aware of what's happening, and they move out of the way of the slow-moving trains. And I was photographing away and oblivious to the fact. I wanted to include this print, but I don't think I can. Kind of like the girl and the boy's relationship. He looks sort of out of it. He's got a pair of scissors in his hand. This man was a drunk man who had photographed a very nice man named Bang. Well, here's a shot of the railroad tracks. A little bit a dark print, but you get an idea. So there's slum shacks on each side like this, with the railroad track going down the middle. And people do everything on the slum shacks, on the tracks, read newspapers, play games, whatever. And I'm photographing away, and the train started coming, and I was oblivious to it. And then a little girl, this is quite beautiful. A little girl comes up to me, and says to me in Thai, she says to me, "Rot Fai Mar," and they usually say "Ka." I think she said "Ka." She was very polite. "Rot Fai Mar Ka," and which means in English, the train is coming. And I was like, oh, kind of shocked me out of my little photo moment. And she took my hand and kind of led me to a safe place. She led me into a little slum shack where there was other people waiting, just sort of in the entrance. And we waited there as the train passed. It took like 5 minutes. And I photographed her. But I never got a good shot. And this girl here, I photographed a few times, and she was similar in age to the one who kind of rescued me. So I thought I would put this at the start of the show, where the people could see the smiling face of this little girl to represent the girl who would help me, because I'm going to include the story I just told in sort of a long-winded manner. That story is going to be in an opening little write-up with the history of the slum at the beginning of the show, followed by this photograph, and then they'll be led in to the rest of the the rest of the images. On a side note, this little girl, there's also another photograph in the show of a group of children. She's one of the group, and I was teaching them English. Hair, and pointing to my hair. Nose, and pointing to my nose. Eyes, and pointing to my eyes. And mouth. This girl was the mouth girl. She would always say, mouth! Every time I would say anything, she would yell, mouth! And even when I was saying goodbye to everyone, because it was late in the day when I make these photographs, 5 something, and it was getting dark, she kept on saying, mouth, mouth. She was so proud of that. This cute little kid. That's what, and the reason I wanted to use this title was because I thought this little act of kindness kind of represented the overall feeling I got from the people there. A kindness, a humanity, a love of life, that their poverty wasn't able to eat up, wasn't able to destroy. This underlying humanity. So I thought that was a good title. So I'll talk to you later. Bye bye for now.